Imagine you are the highest performing member of a group project. You write faster, research better, and format more accurately than anyone else. In this situation, it seems intuitive to do all the work yourself to ensure the best result. Consider the case of farmer Gwangjae and rancher Juhee. To produce 1 ounce of meat, Gwangjae requires 60 minutes, while Juhee only needs 20. For an ounce of potatoes, Gwangjae takes 15 minutes, while Juhee takes 10. Since Juhee requires less time to produce both goods, she holds what economists call an absolute advantage. She is simply more productive in every category. This creates a puzzle. If Juhee is better at everything, we need to determine if there is still a mathematical reason for her to trade with Gwangjae to increase her own total consumption. The solution lies in opportunity cost. This concept recognizes that time spent on one task is time sacrificed from another. Let's calculate Juhee's cost for meat. She spends 20 minutes to produce 1 ounce of meat. In those same 20 minutes, she could have produced potatoes. Since potatoes take her 10 minutes per ounce, we divide 20 by 10. This means the real cost of 1 ounce of meat for Juhee is exactly 2 ounces of potatoes. Now, try to find Gwangjae's opportunity cost for 1 ounce of potatoes. Use his good sacrifice to produce another. Table 1 consolidates these 4 opportunity costs. Placing these values together allows us to compare the relative trade-offs for both producers side by side. There is a useful shortcut for exams. The opportunity costs for a single person are always mathematical reciprocals. Juhee's cost of 2 for meat corresponds to a cost of 1/2 for potatoes. Comparative advantage goes to the producer with the lower opportunity cost. For potatoes, Gwangjae wins, because 1/4 is less than 1/2. For meat, Juhee wins, because 2 is less than 4. This confirms that Juhee should specialize in meat and Gwangjae in potatoes. Even with an absolute advantage in both, Juhee gains by focusing where her relative sacrifice is lowest. Once specialization is complete, the producers must agree on a price. We need to find an exchange rate that ensures both parties benefit from the trade. For trade to occur, the price of a good must fall between the opportunity costs of the 2 producers. If the price of meat is lower than 2 potatoes, meat is cheaper than both their production costs. Both would want to buy meat, and no one would be willing to sell it. If the price rises above 4 potatoes, it is more expensive than both their costs. In this case, both would want to sell, and no one would be willing to buy. A price in the middle, such as 3 potatoes for 1 ounce of meat, creates a scenario where one is willing to sell and the other is willing to buy, leading to mutual gain. To prepare for your exam, remember these 3 rules. First, absolute advantage is simply a comparison of raw input, identifying who takes the least amount of time. Second, comparative advantage is a comparison of sacrifice, identifying who has the lowest opportunity cost for a specific good. Third, a mutually beneficial trade price must exist between the opportunity costs of the 2 producers. Applying these 3 steps in sequence provides a consistent method for solving comparative advantage problems on your exam.